Hello again, it's your internet dad, sharing life lessons that I offered my own sons, and I hope that it'll help you. Remember, if you like what you see, become a subscriber. Our videos go out twice a week on a whole raft of different subjects. Today's subject is entitled Sibling Rivalry. Now, I'm sure all of you have seen those nature programs that show a bird's nest and the parent lands on the edge of it with a worm in its beak, and there are 8, 10, or a dozen very wide mouths of the fledglings screaming for food. Now, it may be amusing, but it's not amusing for them, because their instinct is to eat, and the knowledge that not all of them will survive. The stronger will get more food, and the weaker will die. Now, obviously, human beings are not in those dire straits, but it was only a few hundred years ago that it was still an issue, and is sadly an issue in many countries around the world where there's not enough food to go around. Doesn't apply to you, but that doesn't mean to say there's a race memory that may or may not provoke the sibling rivalry aspect. Now, it'll manifest itself in many small, irritating ways. Division of food, treats, or possessions, and the like. The important thing is that your parents are the cop here, but they must never have favorites. That will trigger the sibling rivalry. So, 4 lessons to live by. Number 1, your parents are hardwired to love each and every one of you. That's it. So never worry about it and never give it another thought. Item number 2, even if you suspect you are the favorite, don't ask your parents for confirmation. It'll be embarrassing, and if they're good parents, they won't tell you anyway. So don't ask. Rule number 3, respect your siblings' stuff. That's what they own. That's their clothes, their items, and the like. Don't take any of it. It's theirs. And that includes, don't go into their bedroom without their permission. That's their space, and they ought to feel safe there. Rule number 4 is, do help each other out. You're members of the same family, and it's a really cruel world out there. When my kids were growing up, I used to offer each of them 1 week a year where they could do essentially what sort of activity they wanted. That included river rafting, mountain hiking, skiing, road trips. It was a simple condition. They were going to do it just with me. That meant that each of them got equal treatment. For a week, they were the sole subject of discussions and needs. So ask your parents if they could do that for you. It's quite reassuring, and there'll be no favorites. Do remember, in conclusion, that at a certain point, your parents are going to be no longer with you, and your siblings will be your closest relatives. It may seem a stretch to you right now, but long before that happens, you will be reconciled with your siblings. And if that is the case, why not start now? If you think this is a good idea, by all means share the link with a friend, but why not start by sharing it with your siblings? It can only help. Till next time.